Welcome viewers to the Deep Conversations with Aisha. Happy New Year everyone. And today we are having fourth episode of Deep Conversations. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. Today our guest is Dr. Faisal Saeed. He is PhD in computer sciences and a very well-known personality in the community. He is working with so many organizations for his volunteer work. So I want welcome Dr. Faisal Saeed.
Thank you.
And I want you to give your introduction by your own words, with your own words.
Thank you. I think that's probably the hardest part to describe oneself, and I find it particularly challenging. But I do think of myself as multidimensional. I am a human being. I'm a Muslim. I'm Pakistani. I'm Canadian. I'm a scientist, computer science. I am an immigrant, and I'm a person with visible minority as well as person with a disability. So all these dimensions put together define me.
Okay, this is a good introduction, but what is your profession?
Professionally, I work at a large Canadian bank, and I lead their anti-money laundering analytics operation for the enterprise.
Okay, because our program is about the deep conversations, the heartfelt conversations. Our questions are a little bit different from other questions, and this is not a social or political or cultural program. It's a program about our emotions. So I hope you will enjoy our questions. So my first question is, what is your philosophy of life?
Life is a struggle. It's a struggle for everybody. Each one of us gets different type of challenges, and we struggle through those challenges. You know, I have had some unique challenges myself. Like I said, I am an immigrant. I am a person with visible minority, and I'm a person with physical disability. So all these challenges I have been struggling with throughout my life, and Alhamdulillah, I have achieved quite a bit of success on each front.
For you, I have a quote. I enjoy life when things are happening. I don't care if it's good or bad things. That means you are alive. That's how you are living your life, I think.
Yes.
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 Okay.
And I know that we are talking English, but there is a snippet from Iqbal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you can share with us, of course.
तुम भी ये बादे मुखालिफ से ना घबराए ओ काब, ये तो चलती है तुझे ऊंचा उड़ाने के लिए.
Very nice, obviously. So how fair is life with you?
Life is not fair with anybody. You have to fight, you have to struggle, right? And you have to make the best out of it. You know the old saying that if life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Make lemonade, squeeze them. Nice.
Right.
So what is the role of boundaries in your life?
Boundaries. So there are some boundaries that I like to respect, you know, like the religious boundary, for example. But there are some boundaries that I like to break and challenge, especially when people tell me that you cannot do this because such and such. I like to break that, you know. When I was growing up as a young child with a disability in Pakistan, a lot of people around us tried to put boundaries. You are not going to be able to do that. You're going to be dependent on people. You're going to be economically dependent, physically dependent, right? So I pushed through that, and I broke all those boundaries. You know, I immigrated to the other end of the world all by myself. I'm raising my family here. I'm living as a productive contributor to the society. Yes,
so, you're right. And you did your PhD in computer sciences from Oklahoma University.
Yes, in the United States. Yeah.
Why you chose computer sciences?
That was an interesting incident that my father actually, like most kids' fathers, they want to see them as doctors or engineers. But my father wanted me to be a business leader, so to get an MBA. Then I got a little break in my education, like summer break type of, and he got me a little computer, right? And I started playing with it and right at that time it was like I found my calling.
Oh,
so.
Okay. So you did your computer sciences masters.
So from Pakistan, I got my master's in computer science from Qaid-e-Azam, and then I came to the U.S. to get my doctorate in computer science, artificial intelligence.
Okay, but your your job description, which I heard about you, that is different. That you are doing something like
not actually. It is very much in line with my work.
Sciences?
Yeah. So my specialization was artificial intelligence, and I applied that to understand our customers' behaviors and how they are, and analyzing them to see who is a good customer and who's trying to do some funny business.
Okay, and now because you mentioned artificial intelligence, that is very hot topic these days. Like, what is the impact of artificial intelligence on the human beings after some years, after a couple of years, I think so.
So artificial intelligence is a very rapidly evolving area, and it has been slowed down in the past because of the physical capabilities. Like computers were very slow, and now they are much more faster and cheaper, and you can put together a lot of computers to do much more computing power. Right? So artificial intelligence has come back into the picture, and it can accomplish a lot of good things. The biggest strength that artificial intelligence has is that all the knowledge it gains by observing things or by doing things, it is retained in the computer forever. With humans, we restart everything. A child grows up, he learns how to read, he learns how to write, and as he grows older, experiences different things in life, reads different books, and by the time all that knowledge is perfected, its time comes. So the next child restarts from zero. Whereas with computers...
But you are telling us that artificial intelligence is replacing human beings.
Well, it is accumulating all that knowledge in one place, right? So nothing is lost. Even when one computer dies, all that memory, all that knowledge can be transported into the next one. As new information becomes available, it can be added on to that. So it is building up a lot of information very, very quickly because of that huge computing power and memory that it has.
So it means that we should not bear more human beings in the society on earth. Artificial intelligence computers are enough for existing human beings?
No, a computer is a servant to the humans, right? It can do different mechanical things, it can do different simple things. As an example, your cell phone is a very powerful computer. It has much more intelligence than all the computers in the past, right? So you can pick up the phone and say, okay, Google or Siri, tell me what's the weather outside, and it will right away tell you, figure out where you are, and based on that, what's the temperature out there, what's the outlook, it will tell you all that information.
So this is the positive side of artificial intelligence. What is the negative side of artificial intelligence?
One negative side is that it is still learning, right? It has evolved up to, let's say, a 3 or 4 year old child. It hasn't reached the age of a mature person. So a long way to go.
A long way to go. Okay. Because you are like, your work is related with the behaviors. So my next question is, what is the difference between crime and mistake? How will you assess crimes and mistakes?
Very good question, and it all depends on the intention. So if somebody is driving a car and they bump into something unintentionally, that would be a mistake.
Okay.
But if they run over somebody, that would be a crime.
And this is your job to assess whether it is a crime or it is a mistake.
Exactly.
And what is their intention. But Dr. Faisal said, you are behind the scenes. You are doing, like, your responsibility is so big, so huge on your shoulders. So like, it's really like a person who is doing something, he doesn't know which brains are working.
Of course
to
they do.
assess his mistake or his crime.
Of course they do, and they think they are smarter than the computers.
Yes.
So they try to get away with that. And the cops and robbers, law enforcement is always like that. The robbers always think that they are smarter, cops think that they are smarter, so whoever catches them, right?
But you are not cop.
I am on the law enforcement side. I work with them. I don't have the authority to arrest anybody, but I can identify and pass on the information to the law enforcement.
Okay.
So that way we are helping them.
Okay. So like, you are doing a very responsible job in Canada.
Of course.
Yes.
And in this job, I'm not only protecting the big bank, but first and foremost, I'm protecting the customers, right? The customer's reputation of the institution, customer's money, all that has to be protected for them to have a good banking experience. First and foremost, to break the boundaries. Whatever challenges are thrown to me, how to break them, how to get out of that, and be an example for other people. You know, in Pakistan, it's a very different attitude. At one level, people are very helpful to you, right? Like they would open doors, they would, do things for you to make your life easier. But on the other hand, they give you a very different attitude that you cannot be a productive member of the society and you have to be a dependent on others. Most recently, I saw a very different experience, and I was totally shocked with that in Pakistan in 2017, which we just completed, the government conducted a census after 1998. And would you believe that in that census there was not even a question to ask if somebody has a disability? So we absolutely have no count of how many people are there, right? Then when people pushed back and they said this is not fair, and a lot of minority groups were ignored, including transgenders and other minority groups, Supreme Court ordered that there should be a separate survey conducted, and that survey came back with such a small number. You know, in Pakistan we have 150% growth in population since 1998.
Okay.
Whereas in the count of disabled people, they have come back with only 20% of what the number was reported.
Okay.
Right? But if you look at the news and what is going on, for example, all this war on terror, they report how many people died and how many injured.
Yes.
So many people become disabled as a result of those blasts and whatnot.
I know.
But the numbers are claiming that we don't have anybody.
So viewers, we are taking a short break, and after that we are continuing the conversation from here.
Chocolate biscuit, vanilla cream inside. Biscotti right. This is the world of internet. You have everything on your computer and mobile screen. If you wish to promote your business through internet, especially to perfect target market, then you have just one reliable name, NJ Marketing, offering various marketing solutions like social media marketing, telemarketing, email marketing, search engine optimization, graphic designing, web designing and development, and mobile application development. So call now at 647-824-1485 or email at njmarketing15@gmail.com or log on to njmarketing.ca.
रंग वाली भरम वाली न्यूज वाले व्यूज वाले भेल वाले मेल वाले कराची वाले खैबर वाले लाहौर वाले पिंडी वाले इन शॉट पूरे पाकिस्तान वाले
मैं हूं जहांगीर खान, स्क्वाश कोर्ट का चैंपियन, लेकिन रियल एस्टेट इन्वेस्टमेंट का चैंपियन मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन। मुझे उन पर यकीन है, आप भी करके देखिए।
जहांगीर खान और हजारों क्लाइंट्स का चहेता मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन। रेजिडेंशियल प्रॉपर्टीज और इन्वेस्टमेंट्स दोनों के लिए ही सही मशवरा, सही फैसला, मकान जिसे आप अपना घर कहने में फख्र महसूस करेंगे। मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन, 4163185264।
An exclusive multi-designer studio specialized in wedding planning services, bridal wear, casual party wear, jewelry, shoes, purses, dupattas, men's and kids' clothes. You name it, we have it. Some of the Pakistani designer labels we carry are Sani K, Agha Noor, Sana Safinaz, Anas Abrar, Zainab Chutani, Wahaj Khan, Fatma Khan, and many more. Parahan, sheer elegance. We believe in quality service and best price.
You can contact 9075 Derry Road West, Unit Number 1, Milton, Ontario.
Welcome back, viewers. Dr. Faisal Said was telling us about the disabled people and the ratio of that population in Pakistan. I want to share one thing with you, Dr. Faisal. We did RILA conference in 2005 with the Rotary Club. And I was a member over there. And in RILA conference, I tried to bring all these disabled special children over there. And there were more than 500 people showed up. And you can imagine on the stage, those children and those teachers were crying that nobody gave them the platform to open up themselves. And I am still working through Umeed. As you know, this is my organization for the special people, for the people who are injured in the bomb blast victims. And there are millions of people over there. Millions of people over there, and now you can, like, we cannot even talk about them.
And I don't know why we are not making any effort to count them.
Count them,
How
yes.
many
I
people
have the list. I can show the list. Every single time we have a bomb blast, more than 70,000, 60,000, 50,000 people are there who are injured and they disabled for whole lives. And because, like, this is your interview, but I am still telling that I worked in Kashmir also. I saw those people who were in the mines, without legs, without everything. And I don't know what is the count of these special children.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows because I work by myself over there. So next question.
So in the business world and corporate world, in administration, we say that when we want to do something about it, the first thing we need to do is to measure it. If we can measure it, if we can count it, we can do something about it. If we are not counting these people, how many there are, we don't know how much resources are going to be required and where the resources are going to be required. Right?
When I left Pakistan, I had 78 children, disabled children. I cannot say, I never use this word disabled, special children. They were mentally handicapped and they were physically, and they were those kids which were thrown by their parents like outside because 6th or 7th child or the 11th or the 12th child of their house. so they don't care.
Yeah.
And these kind of kids, like I was only one working for them over there, but 5 organizations took those children when I came to Canada. Like, I don't know. So many things over here. So the next question is, what is the happiness and what is sadness?
Happiness is receiving a blessing from Allah and recognizing that it is a blessing. And sadness is when a blessing is given to you, but you don't recognize it as a blessing.
Okay.
And you feel like you're missing something or something is not given. And later on when you realize, then it turns into happiness.
Okay. And is contentment related with both of these or not?
Contentment is a separate thing altogether, right?
Okay.
One has to be content with whatever Allah has given him or her, and at the same time one should not be content with their effort and continue struggling and pushing forward on all fronts.
Okay, so these are 3 different things.
Totally
like
3
when
different
you are
things.
content, when you have a feeling of contentment, okay, fine, I'm happy that I'm content that God has given me this or God has not given me this. That means that is not happiness or that is not sadness. That
No.
is different.
Happiness and sadness is a point in time when a blessing is given, you know, and you recognize that yes, this is a blessing.
Okay.
And that is happiness.
Because we use a phrase, and we heard a phrase that, oh, I'm happy, I'm content. What is that?
No, so that is different,
That
right?
is different.
Yeah, so many happinesses can make you content that yes, you have all these blessings, right?
Okay. So because you are a banker, what is the role of money? How you perceive money?
Money is a medium to achieve and to measure worldly things, right? It's not a be-all, it is not an end-all. Your life should not be revolving around it. However, one should make effort to keep the money rolling. So earn the money as much as you can and give to people who are not able to earn that or whatever challenges they have in life. So you share with them. Another parallelism we can think of it is that money is like water. It is necessary for life, but water is good as long as it is flowing and moving.
Yeah,
if it stays in one place, it becomes stale and stagnant and poisonous.
Poisonous, yes.
So money is like that.
Because now because you are from the financial sector, that's why just for the information of my viewers, I just want to ask about the Bitcoin. What is that gimmick? But people are making money on it.
People are making money.
Yeah.
Yes, some people are, but remember that the financial system is a zero-sum game. So when some people are making money, some people are losing money, right? Give you an example that Bitcoin just recently cost $17,000,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Equal to 1. So that means that somebody who had Bitcoin sold it at that $17,000 and made a lot of money.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, somebody bought it at 17,000 and they may be losing the shirt off their back.
And there is one more rumor about the this hard money. This is just a rumor, and I'm sharing with you and with the viewers, that because you're gonna tell us what is the truth. Gold is gonna be battered after some time. Gold
is gonna be what?
Gold is gonna be battered instead of money after some time.
Quite possible.
Quite possible.
Quite possible. There was a time where gold was the backup for all money that was used,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
The government had to have so much gold in the treasure to create or print paper bills. Then they started changing that parameter more and more and more. So if people lose faith in the paper currency, then it will have to go back to hard currency. But I think that will be a very disastrous situation, because the demand for money that we use on our daily life is so much that there isn't enough gold out there.
Okay, it might be there are lots of rumors with it, but the thing is, on one side we have artificial intelligence coming like tsunami in in the society, or on one side paper money is going and gold is coming back. So like it's kind of a very confusion, or it's kind of like different type of society gonna be built.
But the only thing constant in this world is the change.
Is the change,
right?
Yes.
Things keep changing. Few years back, when paper money was introduced, people did not trust it. People did not believe in it, right? We have Canadian Currency Museum in Ottawa, where all the older bills are retained. I work for Canada's first bank. We issued Canadian currency. We have our own museum here in Toronto, where all the original bills are preserved. And when the First World War came, for example, or other economic calamities came about, many banks folded, and people lost all their life savings in those events, right? And that's why government took over and created the central bank to manage that, and they provided insurance for all bank deposits, and so people at least have some money left over.
Okay. So, sir, what do you mean by society?
Society is a group of people whose basic purpose is to serve each other and fulfill each other's needs and create happiness and joy for each other.
Oh, this is your definition for society.
This is my definition.
Nice. It means like you are a quite positive person. This positivity comes from struggle?
Positivity comes from all the blessings Allah has given me for my struggle and for all His blessings upon me, right?
Okay. One question for you. That blessings were first or struggle was first?
I would say that blessings was first. If I was not able to breathe, nothing would happen.
Yes.
Right?
So,
if I could not open my eyes, nothing could happen.
nothing could happen.
So
with the help of blessings,
first.
you started your struggle, and now blessings are everywhere.
And actually, if you think about it, the capability to do struggle is a blessing itself.
It's a blessing itself, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So
even Manu Salwa, you have to eat it by yourself. It can be on your table, but you have to eat by yourself. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. And how afraid of are you from the society?
Afraid of the society?
Yeah.
When the people in the society, they adopt greed, and that greed prevents them from serving each other to make each other happy. Instead, they want to take from each other more than what their rights are, more what they are rightfully owed to each other. They take away, then it becomes a scary society.
Okay. You are working with different organizations. So basically, I saw that you are working with the disabilities, people with disabilities for the housing?
For independent living.
For independent living.
So that includes a lot of dimensions, right? So like I said in the beginning, that I am a man of multiple dimensions.
Yes.
Right? So working with disability and providing independent living is one of those dimensions. And I work with Macho Dimes Canada, which is a national level organization. And in fact, this organization represents Canada at the United Nations Forum for Disabilities in New York.
Okay.
Right? So at the international level, we influence the policies and for people with disabilities. But at the ground level, a lot of properties are managed, a lot of inventions are created by some of them even by the people with disabilities to facilitate independent living of other people.
Okay. Because my question in regards that you basically are a very good observer. This is your job also, you are trained for that. So you think that these organizations, the organizations around you are working well? They should be there because you answer.
So much of times Canada is a service provider. If that service is provided the government by themselves, it would be more challenging. The government would have to hire people and manage them, and that would be a lot of cost, right? Whereas this organization, they receive contracts from the government that this many clients have to be served, and staffs are trained and managed by the organization to deliver those services. Hence, they are more closer to those that are being served, and in a way they act as an advocate on their behalf to the government.
Okay.
Right? So that's the value that they bring.
Viewers, first we are going to take the short break and we are coming back.
देखो 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 ये है मेरी चॉइस जस्ट राइट बिस्कोनी राइट डार्क चॉकलेट बिस्किट वनीला क्रीम इनसाइड दैट्स राइट बिस्कोनी राइट मीठे में डाले दूध में डूबे आइसक्रीम भी हो गई हाय इट्स राइट बिस्कोनी राइट जो केयर करे वो शेयर करे प्यार में डूबा हर बाइट दैट्स राइट बिस्कोनी राइट
Dark chocolate biscuit, vanilla cream inside.
बिस्कोनी राइट
This is the world of internet. You have everything on your computer and mobile screen. If you wish to promote your business through internet, specially to perfect target market, then you have just one reliable name, NJ Marketing, offering various marketing solutions like social media marketing, telemarketing, email marketing, search engine optimization, graphic designing, web designing and development, and mobile application development. So call now at 647-824-1485 or email at njmarketing15@gmail.com or log on to njmarketing.ca.
रंग वाली भरम वाली न्यूज वाले व्यूज वाले भेल वाले मेल वाले कराची वाले खैबर वाले लाहौर वाले और पिंडी वाले इन शॉट पूरे पाकिस्तान वाले चिली मिली के हमत वाले कैंडीलैंड चिली मिली।
मैं हूं जहांगीर खान, स्क्वाश कोर्ट का चैंपियन, लेकिन रियल एस्टेट इन्वेस्टमेंट का चैंपियन मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन। मुझे उन पर यकीन है, आप भी करके देखिए।
जहांगीर खान और हजारों क्लाइंट्स का चहेता मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन। रेजिडेंशियल प्रॉपर्टीज और इन्वेस्टमेंट्स दोनों के लिए ही सही मशवरा, सही फैसला। मकान जिसे आप अपना घर कहने में फख्र महसूस करेंगे। मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन 4163185264।
An exclusive multi-designer studio specialized in wedding planning services, bridal wear, casual party wear, jewelry, shoes, purses, dupattas, men's and kids' clothes. You name it, we have it. Some of the Pakistani designer labels we carry are Sami K, Agha Noor, Sana Safinaz, Anas Abrar, Zainab Chutani, Wahaj Khan, Fatma Khan, and many more. Parahan, sheer elegance. We believe in quality service and best price.
You can contact 9075 Derry Road West, Unit Number 1, Milton, Ontario.
Welcome viewers. Before we ask any question, we just want to know the song collection which you like. In your leisure time, you always, people heard.
Yeah, music is very relaxing, and it feeds the creative faculties of the individual itself too, right? So one of the singers I like is Nayira Noor. And she has sung a poem from an Islamabad poet, Kabhi Hum Khoobsurat The.
Oh, yes.
Right.
And any other? Kabhi Hum Khoobsurat, this is a classic.
Yes.
All-time classic.
It is all time.
Any
yes.
other?
Tina Sani has
Tina
a lot of
Sani,
fuzz,
yes. Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So
Okay.
any of that would be good.
So viewers, we are going to watch Naira Noor's Kabhi Hum Khoobsurat The and Tina Sani.
देखो 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 ये है मेरी चॉइस जस्ट राइट बिस्कोनी राइट डार्क चॉकलेट बिस्किट वनीला क्रीम इनसाइड दैट्स राइट बिस्कोनी राइट मीठे में डाले दूध में डूबे आइसक्रीम भी हो गई है इट्स राइट बिस्कोनी राइट जो केयर करे वो शेयर करे प्यार में डूबा हर बाइट दैट्स राइट बिस्कोनी राइट
Dark chocolate biscuit, vanilla cream inside.
बिस्कोनी राइट
This is the world of internet. You have everything on your computer and mobile screen. If you wish to promote your business through internet, specially to perfect target market, then you have just one reliable name, NJ Marketing, offering various marketing solutions like social media marketing, telemarketing, email marketing, search engine optimization, graphic designing, web designing and development, and mobile application development. So call now at 647-824-1485 or email at njmarketing15@gmail.com or log on to njmarketing.ca.
रंग वाली भरम वाली न्यूज वाले व्यूज वाले खेल वाले मेल वाले कराची वाले खैबर वाले लाहौर वाले और पिंडी वाले इन शॉट पूरे पाकिस्तान वाले चिली मिली के हमत वाले कैंडीलैंड चिली मिली।
मैं हूं जहांगीर खान, स्क्वाश कोर्ट का चैंपियन, लेकिन रियल एस्टेट इन्वेस्टमेंट का चैंपियन मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन। मुझे उन पर यकीन है, आप भी करके देखिए।
जहांगीर खान और हजारों क्लाइंट्स का चहेता मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन। रेजिडेंशियल प्रॉपर्टीज और इन्वेस्टमेंट्स दोनों के लिए ही सही मशवरा, सही फैसला। मकान जिसे आप अपना घर कहने में फख्र महसूस करेंगे। मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन 4163185264।
An exclusive multi-designer studio specialized in wedding planning services, bridal wear, casual party wear, jewelry, shoes, purses, dupattas, men's and kids' clothes. You name it, we have it. Some of the Pakistani designer labels we carry are Sami K, Agha Noor, Sana Safinaz, Anas Abrar, Zainab Chutani, Wahaj Khan, Fatma Khan, and many more. Parahan, sheer elegance. We believe in quality service and best price.
You can contact 9075 Derry Road West, Unit Number 1, Milton, Ontario.
Welcome back, viewers. I hope you have enjoyed the songs, and now we are in the last part of our program. We have few questions with Mr. Said. Now, so sir, my second last question is, what is depression and why is it in young generation?
Depression comes from having more expectation from what is available, what is accessible, right? So young generation wants to achieve a lot of things very quickly, very short amount of time, and realistically that is not possible, so that causes depression for them, right? Like as an example, they want to feel a lot of love, but you have to give love to receive love. You have to work on it. They don't have the patience to do that. If they don't exercise that patience, don't give love to their parents, to their family, they feel they're not getting anything back. So that causes depression for them.
Okay, I just want to interrupt in you during this thing. Only one thing, that over here, lots of families, like 90% families, both parents are working.
Yeah.
So, because you said that they want love, parents are giving them time, not giving them money, not time, not the quality time.
Yeah.
Parents are not giving them love. So they have not seen that bonding which should be in the mother and the child, between the mother and the child. So how can they expect love, but they are not getting love from their homes?
Yeah, so that's a void, and the parents are not available to them.
Yes.
So they can't give anything or
Yeah.
take anything from them, and that is causing families to rift apart, you know, and causing depression in the children, and then in turn it causes unhappiness in the parents as well, because within themselves parents have a feeling for the children. They love them,
Yeah.
and they want to see them happy.
Yes.
So when they are not happy, their parents are not happy either.
So is there any organization gonna be built or gonna be made, or a group of people to help these kids and these parents
I don't know if you
to get
need
out of this money circle, and then they can give love to their parents, children?
Well, money circle is in a way necessary, because you
Yes.
have to provide for their needs as well.
But when
But
we are not,
you have to be able to find some time, you know, either in a daily or weekly basis, and do some activities together.
but when we are not building a good human being, what do we do with this
Yeah.
money?
Exactly. So everything has a limit, right? So make money, earn up to that limit, and then spend more time, more quality time with the family.
Okay. What do you think about our program?
I think it's a very novel idea, very great idea, and I especially like the questions that they are not for a particular agenda or a particular cause to be promoted, just deep conversations, more about emotions and feelings rather than a particular agenda. And also I like the medium of this program, which is English, so that way we can share the deep thoughts from our community with the wider Canadian community that we belong to, right? Other programs which are more on our mother tongue forces us to have all that knowledge and exchange of ideas within ourselves.
Yes.
Right? So that way I think it has a much wider focus, and I pray that you can paint that focus.
Thank you so much. I'm trying my level best. Yeah. What is your message for our viewers?
Our viewers are the immigrants in this country, younger generation, older generation, first generation, second generation. So each one of them have their own particular challenges. What I like to ask each one of them is to keep struggling, keep working hard, focus on your goals and try to achieve what you need to achieve. But in the meantime, don't forget the basic human and family values. Try to make time for them as well, and don't get lost in this economic cycle. Otherwise, at the end of the day, you're left with nothing.
Thank you so much, Dr. Faisal. Thank you so much. So viewers, you have heard and you have seen Dr. Faisal Said in this deep conversation. I hope we have learnt a lot from him, and he shared his experiences. These questions are basically on our emotions. These questions are not money-making questions. These questions are not about the society or the wrongdoings in the society. Every person is a unique person, and we have hidden feelings in us. And if we are going to share with these feelings with others, with our viewers, with each other, I hope that lots of things going to be solved without even thinking about those problems, or because I think so communication is the solution of so many problems. Things which are evolved in our minds, which are in our souls, we don't discuss and we don't know about them. What is the solution of those things? Deep conversations is just one step towards those problems which are hidden in ourselves. We shall see you next time. Thank you so much for giving us time. Bye.